Hello class 10 students, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good and your preparation is going well too for your board examinations. To make your preparation much easier, especially for your mathematics exam, here I present you 15 most repeated questions for the past 10 years. So come on, let's solve one by one. Here's the first question. Solve the following quadratic equation for x. So what is the equation given? 4 root 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 root 3 equals to 0. You can either use quadratic formula or use a splitting middle term method to find the value of x. So come on, let's use the splitting middle term method. 4 root 3 into 2 root 3 is 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24. So 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. I guess we could stop here because I know that 8 minus 3 is 5 and that's how you split the middle term here. Correct? So let's use that. 4 root 3x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 2 root 3 equals to 0. So I can take 4x common here. So root 3x plus 2 minus root 3 of root 3x plus 2 equals to 0. So this will be 4x minus root 3 into root 3x plus 2 equals to 0. So what are the values of x? X can be root 3 by 4 or minus 2 by root 3. So I just want to give you a note here. So when I say that this question is repeated, it doesn't mean that the same values are given, okay? The values are changed a little, but there are similar questions, okay? Next, the angle of elevation of top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees and the angle of elevation of top of the tower from foot of the building is 60 degrees. If the height of the tower is 50 meters, find the height of the building. So we have building and tower. First, let us draw it. So this is a building and this is the tower. The angle of elevation of top of a building from foot of the tower is 30 degrees. Alright. So this will be 30 degrees. Next, angle of elevation of top of the tower from foot of the building is 60 degrees. Alright. So this will be 60 degrees. So students, be very careful while drawing the diagrams or like figures for the given questions. Always use a ruler or compass if needed. Please do not use free hand to draw the figures. Okay. So let us name them first. A, B, C, D. Oh. Now let us solve it. So in triangle ABC, and wait, we also know that tower height is 50 meters. So let us write it here to be clear, okay? So in triangle ABC, tan 60 degrees equals to AB by BC. That is opposite by adjacent. What is tan 60 degrees value? Root 3. What is AB value given? 50 meters by BC. So BC equals to 50 by root 3 meters. Next, in triangle BCD, tan 30 degrees equals to DC by BC. Right? What is tan 30 degrees value? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 equals to BC by, what is the BC value we got? 50 by root 3. So just take that 50 by root 3. This implies DC equals to 50 by root 3 by root 3. That is 50 by 3 meters. You can just leave it at here, or you could, if you want to convert it into decimals, you could do that as well. Okay. Next. Prove that tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Or, wait, I'll explain it. Prove that length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So, if you observe, these two theorems are from the chapter circles, and every other year, at least one of the questions was repeated, okay? So, it's better to solve all the theorems, okay, from chapter circles, okay? Now, let's see. First question, prove that tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So first let us draw the circle and also the tangent. This is, let us take it as line L, the center O and a radius OB. Okay. Now, given circle with center O, obviously we have also drawn. Then we have radius OB, correct? What do we have to prove? To prove that OB is perpendicular to line L. Let's see the proof. So to prove it, first let us take any point A on line L. Okay. So let me just take this to be A. Okay. Join OA. Okay. Let us do that as well. Let me just use another color so that you can find the difference. OA. And let the intersection of the circle and the line OA be at point C. Okay. Now, what do we know? We know that all the radii of the circle are equal, correct? That is obviously. So, we know that OB is equals to OC. Why? Because radius. But we also know that OC is less than OA. Why? OC is a part of OA. So, obviously OC will be less than OA. So, this means 1, this is 2. From 1 and 2, okay, just let me just correct this one because this seems like C and I know it can be confusing. This is just a less than symbol actually. Yeah. All right. So from 1 and 2, we can say that OC is equals to OB and OC is less than OA. Correct? So we can also say that OB is less than OA. Right? When OB is less than OA, can I say that OB is the shortest distance between the center and the tangent drawn? So what do we call the shortest distance? That is the perpendicular distance. Right, we have learned this, correct? So you just write this explanation. So we can say that OB is perpendicular to line L. Why? I have just explained it. Why? Because OB is the shortest distance from center to the tangent at point of contact. Alright, so the first theorem is done. You could just once go through the NCERT textbook, see the steps and write it exactly so that you earn good marks. Next, prove that length of the tangents drawn from an external point of a circle are equal. First, let us draw the figure again. Don't use freehand. Please use compass, ruler. I'm repeating it again. So, the center O, there are two tangents drawn. Okay. Let us take this external point P and the tangents to be PQ and PR. So, what is given? Circle with center O. Circle with center O. PQ and PR are tangents. Are tangents. What do we have to prove? To prove that PQ equals to PR. Now, how do we have to prove? The proof. Join OP, OQ and OR. So, let me again use another color. OQ, OR, OP. Okay. Now, we have to use the concept of congruency. Now, in triangle OQP and triangle ORP, what do we know? We know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent at point of contact. So, these will be 90 degrees, 90 degrees, correct? So, angle OQP equals to angle ORP equals to 90 degrees. That is right angle. Next, OP equals to OP. Obviously, there's only one line segment. So, is this a hypotenuse? Of course. Why? Because the side which is opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So, this is hypotenuse. Let me just denote it by H. Next, I know that for a fact. I know that OQ equals to OR. Why? Radius. This is the side. So, by what congruency did we prove that these two triangles are congruent? By RHS congruency. So, by RHS congruency, triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP. And by CPCT, what is CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangle are equal. So by CPCT, PQ equals to PR. And one of my favorite statements, hence proved. Hence proved. Done. Next, if the sum of first 4 terms of an AP is 40 and that of first 14 terms is 280, find the sum of its first n terms. Alright. What is given is 4 equals to 40. And what is the formula to find the sum of first n terms of an AP? Sn equals to, I'm just writing over here, n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we will be using the same thing. So S4, so 4 by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. 3d equals to 40. So 2 times 2. 2a plus 3d equals to 40 by 2, 20. So let me just take this to be equation 1. Next, it is given as 14 equals to 280. Again, use the same thing. Sn equals to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where n equals to 14 here. So 14 by 2 of 2a plus, what is 14 minus 1? 13. 13d equals to 280. So this will be 7. So 2a plus 13d equals to 280 by 7, 40. This is equation 2. Okay. By the way, we can write here 2a equals to 20 minus 3d. Correct? Let me take this equation 3. Now substitute equation 3 in equation 2. Okay. So first, what is equation 2? 2a plus 13d equals to 40. And what is the value of 2a we got? 20 minus 3d. So 20 minus 3d plus 13d equals to 40. Minus 3d plus 13d is 10d. 10d equals to 40 minus 20, 20. d equals to 2. But wait, this is not where we have to stop, right? What is asked? Sum of its first n terms. To find the sum of its first n terms, we should find the value of a as well. So substitute d equals to 2 in any of the equations which we have formed, correct? So 2a plus 3 of d. What is d we got? 2. 3 of 2 equals to 20. 2a plus 6 equals to 20. 2a equals to 14. a equals to 7. Alright, we got the values of a and d. What do we have to do? Find the sum of the first n terms. Sn equals to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now substitute the values of a and d here. Sn equals to n by 2 of 2 into 7 plus n minus 1 into 2. This will be n by 2, 14 plus 2n minus 2. 14 minus 2 is 12. So n by 2 of 12 plus 2n. N by 2 of 2 you can take common, 6 plus n. 2 to cancel. So n of n plus 6 is our answer. Got it? Next. A motorboat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water. Okay. Given speed of motorboat in still water equals to 18 km per hour. Takes 1 hour more to go 24 kilometers upstream. So what is the distance of this 24 kilometers? Correct. So let us take distance equals to 24 kilometers than to return downstream. So the time taken to upstream is 1 hour more than to return downstream. So T upstream minus T downstream equals to 1 hour. Correct. Now find the speed of the stream. So let us assume speed of the stream to be how much? X kilometer per hour. Now what do we have to know specifically? That speed of motorboat in upstream, what it will be? 18 minus x kilometer per hour. Next, speed of motorboat in downstream. How much? 18 plus x. What are the units? Kilometer per hour. Now, so what do we have to use? Speed equals to distance by time. And time equals to distance by speed, obviously. And we know that TU, that is upstream, time taken for upstream minus time taken for downstream, equals to 1. So TU minus TD equals to 1. What is TU? Distance. Distance is what? 24 kilometer. So 24 by speed of upstream is how much? 18 minus x. 24 by 18 minus x minus 24 by 18 plus x equals to 1. Can you solve it from here? Obviously, why? You'll get quadratic equation. We can solve it easily. So let us take 24 out. 1 by 18 minus x minus 1 by 18 plus x equals to 1. So 18 plus x minus 18 plus x by 18 minus x into 18 plus x is equals to 1 by 24. Correct? Minus 18 plus 18. This is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. Just use the formulas, okay? Use the identities which we have studied in the past classes. What is a minus b into a plus b? Come on. It is? You should know by now. A square minus b square. That is what we'll apply here. Now this is 2x by, what is 18 square? 324. Minus x square equals to 1 by 24. So we would be getting 48x equals to 324 minus x square. So x square plus 48x minus 324 equals to 0. We got a quadratic equation. We can solve it from here. Let's use the splitting middle term again. 324 is, I know it is 18 into 18 obviously. So from here I could use, the techniques to solve. So 18 times 3 is 54. If you take 3 from here, we are left with 6. So 54 minus 6 is 48. So x square plus 54x minus 6x minus 324 equals to 0. X of x plus 54 minus 6 of x plus 54 is equals to 0. So x minus 6 into x plus 54 equals to 0, x equals to 6 or minus 54. But what is the x we have taken? Speed of the stream. Can the speed be negative? Of course not. So speed equals to 6 kilometers per hour. Okay, please write the statement after you solve the answer or solution. Okay. So next. Draw a triangle ABC with side BC equals to 6 centimeters, AB equals to 5 centimeters, the angle ABC equals to 60 degrees. Okay. Next, then construct a triangle whose sides are 3 by 4 of the corresponding sides of the triangle ABC. Alright. So, I don't have anything now, compass, ruler, nothing. So, let me just show you, okay, a rough diagram. So, first take BC equals to 6 centimeters, okay. Next, angle ABC is 60 degrees. So, construct 60 degrees here. Okay, so this will be some line L. Now, take the measurement of BC 6 centimeters in the compass and just cut it here. So, I guess it will be around here. So, this is A. Now, we got ABC. Now, what do you have to do? At B, this is 60 degrees, correct? At point B, to the opposite side of A, with an acute angle, draw a line. Okay. Next, what do we have to do? It is 3 by 4. And which is the larger one in 3 and 4? 4, correct? So, with any convenient radius, mark 4 points. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is B1, B2, B3, B4. Now, what do you have to do? Join CB4. Okay. Now, draw a parallel line at B3. Okay, which is parallel to what? B4C, obviously. So, this will be our line. So, just name this as C dash. Now, again draw a parallel line which passes through C dash, which is parallel to line AC. That is line segment AC. So, we will be getting a line like this. And name this as A dash. Now, A dash, B, C dash is our required triangle. So, if you use your compass and rulers to construct, it will, like, similarly you'll get like this. And do not forget to write steps of construction. And I was so surprised to see that this question is repeated like so many times with only two values. Either it is 3 by 4 or 2 by 3. So I guess this is like one of the most important constructions we have to know. If it is 2 by 3, what will you do? You will make here 3 parts, obviously, no? Because between 2 and 3, 3 is more. Then you will do the same process. So yeah, do practice this construction. There are only few constructions you have to practice. Please do it. Even the circles chapter is very short. Do not forget to practice the theorems. Do it with steps. Okay? Next. From a solid cylinder of height 20 centimeters and diameter 12 centimeters, a conical cavity of height 8 centimeters and radius 6 meters is hollowed out. What is hollowed out? It's removed. Find the total surface area of the remaining solid. Let's draw the diagram. Take a cylinder. Okay. Height 20 centimeters. All right. Diameter 12. So, if diameter equals to 12 centimeters, what will be the radius? 6 centimeters. So, this is 6 centimeters. Now, a cone of height or conical cavity of height 8 centimeters. So, let me change the color of pen. So, I guess this would be around 8, correct? So, this is 8 and radius is 6 only. So, obviously this only. Now, find the total surface area of the remaining solid. Now, just imagine there is a cylinder. You have removed a cone of height 8 centimeters, radius 6 centimeters from it. What do you have to find when you want to find the total surface area of the remaining solid? Total surface area of remaining solid, imagine, okay, equals to what? First, the curved surface area of cylinder plus base of the cylinder plus curved surface area of cone, obviously, no? Come on, now you know the formula, substitute it. CSA of cylinder is what? 2 pi RH plus, what is the base? Pi r square. And what is CSA of cone? Pi RL. Do we know the value of slant height? No. This is where most of you will do mistake. You will take to be 8. But no, you have to find the slant height L. This is a right angle triangle. This is 6. This is 8. If you know the Pythagorean triplet, you will obviously take L is to be 10. Correct? Know the Pythagorean triplet. So it is 10 centimeters. Just substitute. I am not solving it for you totally. Okay. Just take pi r common, so 2h plus r plus L. What is L? 10. Okay, just me write L, okay. So 22 by 7 into, what is radius? 6 of 2 into height, 2 into 20, 40. What is R? 6 again plus 6. What is L? 10. So, okay, I have not left the space, it's fine. 22 by 7 into 6 into 46 plus 10, 56, 7 times 8. So 22 into 6, it's a 48. So solve it, okay, you'll get the answer. Next, as observed from top of a 100-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are 30 degrees and 45 degrees. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, this is one of the most important phrase in the given question. It will be either same side or on the opposite side. You have to check this. Okay. Please remember. Find the distance between the two ships. Okay. First, let me just draw a 100-meter high lighthouse. Okay. This is the 100-meter high lighthouse. That is AB. On the same side it is there. So, obviously, this will be 30 degrees. And one will be 45 degrees. Correct? Let me name this also. Now, if one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. So, we have to find the distance between C and D. So, this is X, this is Y. Okay? Now, in triangle ABC, what do we know? Tan 45 degrees equals to AB by BC. What is tan 45? 1. 1 equals to, what is AB length? 100. 100 by BC. This means BC equals to 100 meters. Now, in triangle ABD, tan 30 degrees equals to, I'm just writing it, okay, 100 by x plus y. What is x? BC. So, okay, let me just write, okay. So, 100 plus y. What is tan 30? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 equals to 100 by 100 plus y. So, we can find the y value from here. Yeah. So, 100 plus y equals to 100 root 3. Y equals to 100 of root 3 minus 1 meters. If they give the value that root 3 equals to 1.732, you substitute, then get the answer. Okay, otherwise you can leave as root 3 minus 1, no issues. Next. For what value of k will k plus 9, 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 7 are the consecutive terms of an AP? Okay, so when these will be in AP, what do we know? If A1, A2, A3 and so on, these are in AP. We know that A2 minus A1 is equals to A3 minus A2. Why? The common difference will be same, of course. Now just apply the same concept here. This is A1, this is A2, this is A3. A2 minus A1, 2k minus 1 minus k plus 9 equals to 2k plus 7 minus 2k minus 1. So 2k minus 1 minus k minus 9 equals to 2k plus 7 minus 2k plus 1. Did I take the symbols correct? Of course, minus into minus, minus, minus into plus. Sorry, minus, yeah, plus positive. So here minus, minus into minus positive. Please check the symbols as I checked now, okay? So 2k minus k is k, minus 1 minus 9 is minus 10. Now 2k minus, okay, this is gone. So 7 plus 1, 8. K equals to 80. Super easy. You might get this for 2 marks because as much as I've seen these 3 papers, it was for 2 marks only. One was given as multiple choice question. So yeah, there is a chance you might be getting this question for 2 marks only. Next. 2 concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Find the length of the chord of the larger side which touches the smaller side. This is one of the most repeated questions again. This is from NCERT only. If you practice NCERT, all exercise problems of circles, trust me, you can do every question which is given from circles, right? So, let us draw 2 concentric circles and the smaller circle radius is how much? 3 centimeters. So, wait, for convenience to solve the problem, we will draw the diagram in that way only. So, this will be 3 centimeters, correct? This will be 5 centimeters. This is A, this is B, this is O. Now, find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So, it will be somewhere like this, correct? So, we have to find length of AB. So sorry, you know the messy diagram, but please do it carefully in your exam, okay? So, we know that the radius is perpendicular to chord. So, we know that, okay, let me just write this as C. So, OB is perpendicular to AC. Why? Give the reason. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent drawn at point of contact. Now you might be wondering, ma'am, you just told chord. Where did this tangent come from? If this is the chord to the bigger circle and it is touching the smaller circle, for smaller circle it is a tangent only, right? Let's do it now. So, in triangle AOB, AO square equals to OB square plus AB square. Why? Pythagoras. What is AO square? 5 square. 25 equals to, what is OB square? 3 square. 9 plus AB square. So, AB equals to 25 minus 9, 16. Root 16 is 4. But what do we have to find? Length of the chord. We have to find the length of AC. So AC equals to 4 plus 4, that is 8 centimeters. Now you might be wondering, ma'am, this is 4. Why will we take this also 4? Do for this side also, you'll be getting the same thing, because radius, 3 and 5, you'll be getting 4 only. So 4 plus 4 equals to 8 centimeters. Okay. Next, if the ratio of sum of first n terms of two APs is 7n plus 1 is to 4n plus 27, then find the ratio of ninth terms. Though it is repeated only 2 times, this is one of the, very good questions, okay? That's why I've picked up. Let's solve. So, it's given that, the sum, that is ratio of sum of n terms is given. 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. So, we will take A1 and D1 to be the the terms and common difference of AP1. For AP2, A2 and D2. It will be easier, correct? Now, so n by 2 of 2A1 plus n minus 1 into D1 by n by 2 of 2A2 plus n minus 1 into D2 equals to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. What have I written? I have just written that the ratio of sums is this much. Correct? N by 2 I can strike off. Then if I take 2 like common or multiply and divide, what do I get? 2 of A1 plus n minus 1 by 2 into D1 by 2 of A2 plus n minus 1 by 2 into D2 equals to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. 2 to cancel. Now listen carefully. Okay. Now, okay, just color. Yeah. Is this of the form A plus n minus 1 into D, except that this is, n correct. So, we know that, okay, we know that A9 we have to find. A9 equals to A plus 8D. Of course, nth term. So, An equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So, A9 equals to A plus 9 minus 1 8D. That is what I have written here. Correct. Now, so what do we have to do? This A plus n, this is of the form that only. Correct. So, A1 plus n minus 1 by 2 into D equals to A plus 8D. So, if D is equals to A is equals to n minus 1 by 2 is equals to 8. So, n equals to A to the 16 plus 1, 17. Correct. Now, we want the ratio of A9 terms only. A9, correct, obviously. No, what are they asking ratio of their 9th terms? So, this is of the form that. So, you have to just match it. Okay. That is why we have equated this n minus 1 into 2 into 8. Why? Because of the form A plus 8D. So, 8 equals to, I'm just writing here, okay, A plus 8D. So, A is this is this. So, 8 equals to n minus 1 by 2. That is what I have written here. We have got n equals to 17. Now, what is the ratio of 9th terms? What is this? Substitute n equals to 17 here. 7 of 17 plus 1 by 4 of 17 plus 27. Okay. Okay, let's do it. 17 into 7. 7 sevens are 49. 7 ones are 7 plus 4. 11. So, 120 by 17 into 4. 4 sevens are 28. 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 68 plus 27. 95. So, we can actually write in the standard form. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 4s are 20. 5 times 1 is, so 24 by 19 is the ratio. So, 24 is to 19. Okay. This is one of the very good questions. Okay. Next, if from an external point P of a circle with center O, two tangents PQ and PR are drawn such that angle QPR equals to 120 degrees, prove that PQ plus PR equals to PO. Let's draw the diagram first. Okay, so, okay, this is external point P, this is O, then this is Q, this is R. What do we have to Okay, we also know that this is 120 degrees. What do we have to prove? Prove that PQ plus PR equals to PO. So let us just join PO, join OR, join OQ. Okay. Now, do we know that PR equals to PQ? Of course, yes. Why? Theorem. If two tangents drawn from an external point of the circle are equal, correct? Now, let us use the concept of congruency first. So, in triangle ORP and triangle OQP, OR equals to OQ, Y radius. Now, you must be very familiar with this type of questions. Next, OP equals to OP, Y common side. Next, PQ equals to PR, or like PR equals to PQ. Why? Tangents side. By SSS congruency, triangle ORP equals to triangle OQP. Correct? So, by CPCT, can I write angle OPR equals to triangle OPQ? Of course, I can write. That is what we wanted to find. No. So, this angle equals to this angle, OPR equals to OPQ, but the total angle is 120 degrees. So, this will be 60 degrees, this will be 60 degrees. Correct? And we know that this is 90 degrees. Okay? Now, see the magic. In triangle ORP, I will be using cos 60 degrees. Cos 60 degrees equals to PR by adjacent by hypotenuse, PR by PO. What is cos 60? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 equals to PR by PO. Now, PO is equals to 2PR. Okay. But can I write PR equals to PQ? Of course. So, PO is equals to PR plus PR. PR plus PQ, because we know that tangents are equal. So, we have proved that PO is equals to PR plus PQ. Hence, proved. Okay. Easy, right? Now, let me tell you. So, this question can be asked PQ plus PR equals to PO, or it can also be asked prove that PO is equals to 2PQ or 2PR. You know, that is what we got no here. So, it can be asked in either of these formats. So, you can do it because now you know. Next, a wooden article was made by scooping out, again scooping out question, a hemisphere from each end of the solid cylinder. Okay, first let us draw the cylinder then. Alright. If the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeters and its base is base of the radius is 3.5. Basis of radius 3.5. My English. 3.5 centimeters. Find the total surface area. Okay. So, this is a hemisphere. Correct. This is a hemisphere. Correct. These hemispheres are scooped out. That is, they are removed only. So, this is 3.5. We have to find the total surface area of the article. What it will be? TSA, that is total surface area of article, will be curved surface area of cylinder. CSA of cylinder plus curved surface of hemisphere plus curved surface of hemisphere. That is 2 times curved surface area of hemisphere. Correct? Substitute. CSA of cylinder 2 pi r h plus 2 times of 2 pi r square. So, what I can take common? I can take 2 pi r common. 2 pi r of h plus, if I take 2 pi r common, I will be left with 2r. Correct? 4 pi r square. Yeah. Now, substitute. 2 into 22 by 7 into what is radius? 3.5. h plus 2r 10 plus 2 into 3.5 is 7. 3.5 2 times 2 to cancel. 22 into 17. Do the calculation. Okay. Next. Cut. The difference of two natural numbers is 5 and the difference of their reciprocals is 1 by 10. Find the numbers. This might be asked for your 3 marks or something. So come on, let's do this. When it is given the difference of two natural numbers is 5, what do you take? Let the numbers be y and 5 plus y. Correct? because 5 plus y minus y equals to 5, obviously. Now, the difference of their reciprocals is 1 by 10. So, how do we write it? 1 by y minus 1 by 5 plus y equals to 1 by 10. Since it is positive, we have to arrange it like this. I mean, difference is positive. So, 5 plus y minus y by y of 5 plus y equals to 1 by 10. Minus y plus 5. So, this means 50 is equals to 5y plus y square. So, y square plus 5y minus 50 equals to 0. How can I write 50? Let us see. 50 equals to 5 into 10. Yeah, that's it. So, y square plus 10y minus 5y minus 50 equals to 0. So, y of y plus 10 minus 5 of y plus 10 equals to 0. Y minus 5, y plus 10 equals to 0, y equals to 5 or minus 10. But it is given two natural numbers. So what is it? Y equals to 5. If y equals to 5, what will be the another number? 10. So 5 and 10 are the numbers. Now if you want, if it is correct, just check it, okay? So we'll check 1 by 5 minus 1 by 10. We have to get how much? 1 by 10. So take LCM 2. So 2 minus 1 by 10. 1 by 10. 2 minus 1 by 10, that is 1 by. So your answer is absolutely correct. Next. In figure, L and M are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O touching the circle at A and B respectively. Another tangent at C intersects the line L at D and M at E. Prove that angle DO is 90. This is one of the most repeated questions and I know you have also solved so many times. So I'll just tell the gist, okay? So what do we have to do here? Just join this OC, okay? Join this OC and take triangle OAD in triangle OAD and triangle OCD. Okay. We know that OC equals to OA. Why? Radius. OD equals to DO, obviously, and AD equals to DC. Why? D is an external point. DA and DC are the tangents drawn to the circle. So these are equal. Correct. Now let us just write them. OA equals to OC side. OD equals to OD side, and you know what else side is there? AD equals to DC. This is also side. Why? From external point, two tangents drawn to circle are equal. By SSS congruency, triangle OAD is congruent to triangle OCD. Similarly, what will happen? Similarly, triangle OBE will be congruent to triangle OCE. Okay. Now from this, by CPCT, I am just explaining you, okay? Please write clearly in the exam. By CPCT, this angle is equals to this angle. Let us take alpha. This angle is equals to this angle. Let us take beta, beta. And AOB is a straight line. So, alpha plus beta equals to how much? 180 degrees. 2 of alpha plus beta equals to 180 degrees. So, alpha plus beta equals to 90 degrees. Hence, proved that angle DOE is 90 degrees. Okay. This is the last question, I suppose. Yes. So, I hope it is clear and you have saw the most repeated, 15 most repeated questions. So, for more such videos, download the Practically app and do subscribe to our channel. So, bye-bye everyone. Wish you all the best for your exam.
Bring learning alive, practically.